What are you doing here? Table.
This is where I sit with my blogs and do quite a lot of sort of making and planning. A lot of the work that I do is sort of large scale outside in cities and landscapes, and so here is really a room for planning and thinking things through and making sort of small scale works, as it were, that I kind of, some of it's silly, but kind of like that I can't help making, you know.
Get into creative flow here.
Yeah, it's wonderful, this studio, because
great space.
Yeah, it's
very colourful
and very peaceful, despite the railway, motorway, everything that's going on. But it's very sort of still building. Like it.
Will you show me around a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a this is a thing that somebody gave to me, and my friend Asia, and I was talking around it, and I got into hysterics laughing yesterday, thinking that it looked like Rambo. You know, Rambo's got a thing around his head. Anyway, it wasn't supposed to be like that. There's a lot of sort of like tragic things that are happening here to me, a lot of laughing by myself, and there's some neighbours who just recently moved in.
Yeah.
And it used to be just storage on both sides, and so I could have my kind of like I could sing in here, for example. I sing quite a lot, and now that there's all these people around and I can hear them literally breathing and answering the telephone, I've had to sort of tone down my behaviour.
What do you sing till we stay? So these are all the colours that you choose your colours, you just go with whatever comes your way, or
I choose them. I buy my felt from a wonderful company in Germany. She's called Johanna Daimler and daughter, and they've been going from mother to daughter since the sort of 1830s.
Oh, nice. That's a lovely story. And these are from them or for someone else?
These are pom-poms that are made by my friend Elena, who is who's very kind. She's a very, very old lady, and and she sits in her wonderful bed and makes pom-poms and gives them to me. And so I decided that I was going to make sort of work out of pom-poms that she very kindly.
Do you often work in collaborations, and how do you come up with ideas of what you...
Well, I do a lot of research. I do a lot of collaborations as well. I'm doing a collaboration at the moment, a sort of fairly long-term collaboration with a Russian physicist called Kostya Novoselov, who discovered this material called graphene. So we're doing a fairly long-term project called Everything is Connected, which we've done in London at Selfridges. They put us in a glass box in the window of Selfridges, and we invited people to come and ask us questions and make suggestions to where we should do our Everything is Connected project. And we've done it in Barcelona and Manchester and all over Europe.
Interesting. Do you do a lot of different things like performance and installation and
I do quite a lot of installation work. I do some performance work. Also participatory performance. Did a thing at Manifesta where we got the whole city really. We did a procession from one side of the city to the other, with thousands and thousands of people dancing. I organised all these bands and then these banners, so that was
and linking things. This looks like it's connecting lots of elements too. This is great.
Well, this is my existential artist daybed that was given to me by my friend Grant, because he said if you're going to be a woman artist, you have to be able to kind of like lie around and languish. So this is where I lie around and I go, oh, my life is in ruins. I'm never going to manage.
Well, you've got all these words around you to encourage you, don't you? How do you work with words? Like, how do words work with you? Is it from childhood or now, or what's your relationship with these words?
So I've always found a home in words, and so I started out making writing out words and poems and essays to myself and sewing them into my clothes and carrying them around with me, lining my clothes with them, as it were. And then this, as I said, quite embarrassing to have you in here where they're literally like notes to myself, you know. So this is like forcing myself to not be too scattered in my way of organising my work, and that is something that Sarah Lucas said about how you have to be actually bold if you want to kind of move forward, rather than kind of what you might sometimes feel inclined to kind of just sort of like hide underneath the motorway and wait for people to come and find you, which they won't, you know. So I think my work is quite I'm trying to be constructive and socially engaged with my work, trying to make a sort of positive contribution towards building a better future. So so there's not much point in doing that by myself, so I have to kind of push myself to get out there.
Yeah. Well, it's really interesting because you work with your hands and one thing at a time, but at the same time, then it has big effects. And I feel like the power of, you know, one thing at a time is quite yeah.
Well, it's a better way to organise yourself than 3 things at a time.
Yeah.
Like General Eisenhower falling down the stairs of his aircraft. Because, you know, he was people said he was too stupid to walk and chew gum at the same time.
Really?
I'm a bit like that.
That's not true. Show me how to do this. No, you're so clever. You're the cleverest people I know. So you're just going to cut away and see how you...
Yeah, just kind of do whatever you like. My kids come in here and do watercolours, and now my daughter's starting on oil paint. And we're putting up a sewing machine. My daughter's been making masks for a charity, coronavirus. It's very nice having my children in here.
Yeah.
It's very nice having you in here. Thank you very much for coming.